My niggas 24 with the cocoa. Make a fiend did his feet like go-go. Came in with stick, no pogo. Full Nick make everybody get low. One shot to the head, that dolo. All my hitters gon' hit on score go. Just like this money we don't fold. We live and die by the Chico.
Y'all know what happened. Y'all heard what happened. Y'all seen what happened. This season 3, episode 11. And today, we got the prototype. I'm talking about Mr. Sipping Bowl. I'm talking about Mr. Essential Tuesdays. I'm talking about let me get a and all kind of ruthless ass shit. What's the word?
Why are you ruthless?
It's ruthless, dog. It's like you cornering, you cornering shit. You moving pieces in.
I was playing chess.
I understand that. So where did the prototype come from? What is the prototype? What is that?
You saying where the name came from?
Yeah, where did that come from?
The name came from somebody that was like a brother to me, like a best friend to me. I had a friend of mine that was like, back in the day when I stayed out west, I had a roommate. His name was DeAndre. So he had a shop called The Prototype.
Okay.
That was the name of his barbershop. He cut heads from Cabrini Green. We all know in the Greens and everything. I went to school in the Greens. I went to the North. So, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Cabrini Green.
You know what I'm saying? Me and him was locked in so tight. That was like my brother, you know what I'm saying, from another mother for years. So as I began to do the party shit, we was doing parties and stuff like that. And then just in honor of him, when he passed away and he got killed in his barbershop, I attached
he died in his barbershop?
Yeah, somebody shot him in the head in his barbershop.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. Like when I say that was like one of my best like friends. Like my little brother had got killed way long ago. You know what I'm saying? My little brother got killed. Me and my little brother 6 weeks apart. So I was born in May and he was born in June. But my little brother got killed, I want to say before he was, I don't even know, it's been a while.
So dig this.
Yeah, look, so he got killed in 02. My little brother got killed in 02.
Y'all from out west?
No. I'm from out west. My little brother from out south. My little brother died the day before. My little brother got killed. His funeral was the day before my niece was born.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's his daughter?
His daughter. He got 2 daughters.
Wow.
I got my niece Alexis, and then I got my other niece Ashley. Alexis is the oldest, so she was the one that was there. Had time with her father and everything. Had time with my brother and everything. And then Ashley is the one that was born the day before the funeral.
Wow. So, essentially, when they speak your name, prototype is at the same time keeping his name. Yeah, that's wild. That's dope. Let me ask you something real quick. Since we talking about this, what you feel about this in the dead? How you feel about that?
It ain't needed. It ain't God's fault. Like what is it doing? What is it doing? There's no reason to. It's the difference between dissing the dead and disrespecting the dead. And by saying that, it's like
it's the difference between dissing and disrespecting.
Yes.
Break that down for me.
Because dissing
is all disrespect.
Dissing is basically you put a diss track out, you did some extra shit. But it's like disrespecting the dead is like you saying something about my mama when I'm in front of you, or you just being blatant like your mama was this, your mama was that. Like it's a difference. Like I feel like it's a difference. Like when you're doing it for clout purposes, and then when you intentionally know what you're doing to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying?
What about in the music?
Music is clout.
Everything about it too.
Music is clout, but within the clout, it is some real statements being said, but it's also exaggerated too. Because in the midst of you putting out whatever you putting out, you still know you targeting the audience that's gonna feed into it, that's gonna blow the record up.
But life is imitating that though. Like people really dying though.
They was dying before the diss tracks got dropped.
Not this much though.
That is, everything.
As the culture changed and it
everything
became
is
cool.
An era. Everything is
the era for
everything is the era. Everything is the era. Everything is the phase. This shit just like dance.
Right.
This shit just like dance. The dance era. We had the dance songs and all that type of lean with it, rock with, and all that shit.
Now era,
you know what I'm saying?
Dope Dealer era.
Everything is the era. Killer's been universal since the times been the times. Is it more killing now? Yes, it could be, but we only know that it's more killing being done because we are choosing to explode and exaggerate it. These same bodies been dropping. We just found out about it now because it's becoming more glorified. Unfortunately, it's becoming a topic.
I disagree. I think the age range of the depth that's going on right now has grown with the era, with the culture, with what's going on right now. 13, 14, 15. Like when you was 13, you was playing with guns and carjacking. Or was you?
Nah.
That's right now at 13 in Chicago.
I think when I was in my 13 and young era, that's when me and my crew and my cousin that was running around with spark plugs, hitting people cars to get their cell phones out their cars.
13 now, those slime like 13.
That's the type of dumb shit we was doing at 13.
It's different now. So what was the music when you was? What was the era when you was?
Everything, but see, you know what? You looking at somebody who been in the midst of a lot of eras though, so it's like I can say I remember the music. I can say I remember on a Sunday all we used to listen to in our house was Herb Kennedy V103.
Absolutely.
So I got that type of music that I'm listening to, from the Gap Band to Outstanding to Walmart and Walmart. Or I can move it up to what I'm saying, the Cool Mod's and stuff like that. Like I'm older, so it's like I'm generationally been adapted to all of the music. Not to mention that before I ever threw a party, I was a DJ.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I seen you with your
with
your Serato. You feel me?
I'm more musically inclined than people may think that I am.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying, when it comes to music in my era, I wasn't necessarily listening to everything that somebody else was listening to because
you got to be
somebody versus on a Friday and Saturday night. Y'all may have been listening to GCI. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know it was on 92.3 back then. Y'all may have been listening to GCI on a Friday, Saturday night. Could have been Mike Love and the Diz. Whoever was on the next time.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Me, on the other hand, I was listening to B96 Street Mix. Yeah. And I was recording the whole
Jumping
B96
Giuliano.
Street Mix. Yeah, I was recording the whole mix and then putting together my own mixes off of their mix.
Yeah.
So like I say, it's a difference. So I can music is just like food. It's universal.
Do you agree that music carries spirits?
Does the music carry spirit, or does the person that's providing the music carry the spirit?
It's all the same thing. It's a spell. You believe that the music. So let's music. You believe that music.
I believe
carries a particular energy.
So for me to be a spiritual person, I do believe music can carry a vibe. I believe music does carry a feeling. I believe certain music can carry a spirit it's a message being delivered in it. Mm-hmm. Is it everything? No. Yeah. But certain music does carry a spirit. Or I also can believe to say that you may be going through something and certain songs will come towards you or come on the radio or come to mind that carry a message for what you're going through to either help you push through it or to reflect on how it was or what it could be or something like that.
Right. I agree. Like you definitely, like certain feelings definitely come over you when you hear certain music and shit. And that's basically what I was saying about with the, as far as what, I don't even want to just call it drill, just music period nowadays. Like, come on, this bitch, now they booty hole brown. You know what I'm saying to you?
But you know what?
It's the message though. This is what we
doing. But it's recycled though. You tripping? It's recycled.
You gonna say Kim and Trina and?
I ain't gonna say Kim and Trina. I was gonna go back. Kim and Trina got it from somebody else.
Who?
This shit started with Luke.
I knew that.
What is Sexy Red saying that Luke ain't been said and been exploded? Again, era. She's saying it for her era.
Doodoo Brown and Booty
Hole Brown.
But Doodoo is brown.
We not going.
You know what I'm saying? Doodoo is brown.
That deep into it. I'm just simply saying, it's phases and eras.
I beg to differ.
You
got a good point. You. I wasn't ready for that one. That was good. But I beg to differ. It's different. Pussy hole pink, booty hole brown. You know
and pussy hole pink, booty hole brown, and then you got Luke saying pop that pussy.
Yeah.
My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Where the niggas? I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, cause suck a bitch soul. Pound.
Don't stop, pop that pussy, let me see your doo-doo brown.
But it was in your era though.
Yeah, it was.
So you heard it.
Not.
As much as you want to act like you didn't hear it, you heard it.
These kids don't. These. Alright, check it out.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not with it.
I could not Walk around the crib talking about pop that pussy, shake them titties, bounce that ass, do the brown. Hell no.
And no kid is supposed to be able to walk around the house and necessarily you can sing it, you can hear it, you can listen to it, but when a certain
the parent is recording them now.
A certain person that's because it goes to kids having kids.
There you go.
That is a child who had a child who's doing their best to raise their child while they still figure it out.
And they friends with their kid.
But you
grew up together.
That's because of how close they are, and they feel like it's a situation where, and I've seen it happen several times before, where the parent has to befriend the kid because they're scared they're gonna lose the kid. So instead of losing the kid, they choose to join forces with the kid and be their bosom buddy. And then when the parent tries to file a disciplinary action to them, she looks at the parent, or he looks at the parent like, you tripping? We was just smoking together. Like, is you cool?
Right.
Like now all of a sudden you want to, you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
You want to be a parent?
Now you was just my man. You was just mom Dukes. Now you mom now.
Yeah, now you mommy. Yeah. So what's the solution for that though? Because being in this nightlife shit,
learn your role and keep your standards. You're a mother, your father, your father, your parent, you're a parent. It's a certain line to cross and not cross with your kids. It's a certain way to oversee what's going on with your children to make sure they are not doing what needs to be done, or looking over them and guiding them in the correct way to do it. It's a certain way that, as some people let their kids smoke and they feel like it's okay for their kids to smoke as long as they smoke in front of them. But it ain't no difference than your kid not smoking with you, because don't think they only smoke in front of you.
Right.
So again, I live by certain bylaws, and one of the main bylaws I live by, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it, and the other is you can only do what somebody let you do.
Yeah, that's true. So all these kids running around downtown, on top of cars, popping brown booty holes, stopping traffic,
stuck on this,
beating on niggas, like just tearing down. So like I don't know what they call raves or trends. How does that happen? How was your 9-year-old in the middle of Lake Street or Michigan Avenue on somebody's car?
You asking the wrong thing though.
What should I be asking?
Because you asking how the 9-year-old is there. It's how did the
I'm just saying, period.
It's how did the parent not know where the hell they 9-year-olds is.
That's what I'm asking. Like how does this take? How does this
my era in the house on the street lights come on? I'll come. Hey, it's just everybody know. They call me Papa now. I'm old, but I'm still in it. I'm still can hang on anybody. But I used to have when I used to be outside. If I was going outside to hang out, I used to have to call my mama every hour on the hour. Collect. That's when 1-800. That's when we had pay phones, and I was down at 1-800 collect, or you press 0 until the operator call you whoever number you want to call collect. That was my check-in. Even if she didn't want to pick up the phone call, it's still gonna say you got a collect call from, and she knew I'm alright, and then go about your business and be him. You supposed to be here.
That shit over with.
It's no chase, no checking it. These parents got their kids' location and stuff like that, but again, it's more kids having kids. So what do you expect to happen?
And the grandma's young too. The grandma and the mom in the same line. Coming to your party.
Yeah, it's 100%. 100%. And I'm charging both of them.
Charging both of them to get that bitch. So who watching the kids?
I'm charging both of them.
Watching the children there at the crib. They not there at the rave.
The oldest kid.
The oldest kid. You're right about that. The 14-year-old. And that's why everybody downtown outside. I'm going to the trend.
Because they laying down, as you would say, booty hole brown. Mm-hmm. They laying down and making the babies, and then leaving their babies to watch the babies. So now the kids, as soon as they get out, they feel like they gotta do it
all the way till they get to
they done been babysitting all week while mama been out doing it. Now it's my time to get out there and do it.
Yeah. Oh shit! Wow.
Give me some of this on the rocks.
Shout out on the rocks.
On the rocks, Dion.
Shout out Dion for this on the rocks. One more time, I'm having this the margarita with the Hornitos joint.
I'm gonna join you on that one.
It's very, very good. You know what I'm saying?
Pour a little bit of this.
So how long you been throwing parties?
I threw my first party in 1999.
Damn.
Threw my first party in 1999 at Mason Hall on Lake and Laurel. I made $900, and then I threw another party again. I made $1,500. Back in that day, in that era, I was like the DJ for everything out west and stuff like that. So I used to do all the homecomings, all the side cops, and all that. So I just, in my era when I started DJing, they would come to the club because of who the DJ was, knowing the DJ was gonna rock. The eras have changed now that it's not about the DJ no more. It's about the actual essence of, oh, it's gonna be popping at Bevy on Sunday. Value. Yeah, you know Sean Mack gonna be there. You know Schmitty gonna be there. You know Mike P gonna be there. Yes, they are definitely a true structure to the brand, whatever the case may be. But it's also like other back in the day. Prime example, I used to do the factory on Mondays. Bag of Money Mondays.
Shout out the factory. We used to go to the factory on Mondays.
I create the city of Chicago did not have a Monday night strip club party. I created a Monday night strip club party in the city of Chicago. It was the number that was the number one Monday night party in the city of Chicago. Bag of Money Mondays.
Yeah, we used to go on Monday. We was tapping all weekend.
In that era, it was me, Patron Chris.
Shout out Patron Chris.
Rome, Vaku, Kales.
Shout out Kales.
And J Money. That was the whole group. It was me, Patron Chris, Vaku, and J Money was a group. Ron was by himself, and Kales and Vault was they owned the
entities.
Kales and Vault was they owned the entity. So that was the whole crew. That was the whole.
That was back in like 2012, 13, maybe 14.
Probably before that. You gotta think about it. Bag of Money Mondays existing in the era when we used to go to Hearts and all that. So I've had.
But it wasn't no strip clubs busting like that. Like the factory was.
When the factory hit the scene, it was away. The factory was rolling Mondays and Saturdays. The factory was gonna do a dance.
Yes.
Mondays and Saturdays. I literally used to have 700 to 1,000 people in there by midnight. You gotta think about it. The shit used to close at 2:00, and then everybody leave there and go to Hearts.
Bring your own bottle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But to go to saying what I was saying with that was when we were saying about the eras is it wasn't about the party started off that people was coming to support myself, Patron, Chris, Kels, the whole crew, the whole everybody, the whole gang. You know what I'm saying? But as it built and it became the buzz, and then it was like, oh man, I'm finna get ready to go hang with Deshaun. I'm finna go hang with Patron, Chris. Then as it got big, it be like, shit, I'm finna go to the factory. The factory be buzzing on Mondays. Where you going? I'm going to the factory. I'm going to Bag of Money Mondays. We became obsolete. We knew who the party was. But it was exactly the party became bigger than us. There's no different than Pandemonium. Everybody in the city of Chicago.
Get to that. But since we're here,
that
shout out to Pandemonium. You know what I'm saying?
It's my birthday party. And it's the biggest all-white party in the city, but it's grown past it being my birthday party. Now it's...
you bring the elites out on Pandemonium,
Now
bro.
you know when you hear Pandemonium, you know what time it is. It's time to get that all-white. The first time in April when you see the word Pandemonium pop on my page, you know what it's about. The city knows my birthday, but it's past the night. Now it's the
all-white party.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's that kickoff of the year. This is what I need to be at. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about me no more. It's about everybody else. It's about the enjoyment that everybody else gonna get at. Now it went from being a personal situation to a situation for everybody that can be involved.
How does that happen though? Like how do you create such an essence that the essence become bigger than you?
Filling a void.
Something that's missing.
Filling a void. You have to give people something that they want, and when you give them something that they want, you have to make sure that you keep it. It can't be repetitive. It has to be different. Even though it could be the same thing, you have to find little things in it to change it.
Little niches inside
just to add some type of excitement to it. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that. Just everything is about creativity. And
you got that shit nailed, son. Like
you have to have some.
I told you, the most creative motherfucker. I done hop in your inbox like, bro. The more I see you do shit, the more I see other shit happening. I'm like, man, keep going, bro. Keep going.
Creativity is a very, very strong standpoint in anything that you do. Creativity is one of the parts of survival. Because in order to survive, what you got to be?
A survivor?
No, creative.
That was too easy.
But I'm being honest though. But honest though, in survival, in order for you to figure out how to get up out this jam, you got to think.
This is a tool. This is the tool.
And what? This is the tool. And what can I do to make these put together to make something out of nothing?
Get me out of here. Yep. You're absolutely fucking right. So from Bag of Money Mondays and the factory, where'd it go next?
I'm sitting here trying to think.
Because I don't even want to just jump into the pandemic yet. You know what I'm saying?
It was so much before. You've
been doing this shit for a minute.
I've been blessed to be a part of a lot of situations. I'm always going to remain modest, and I'm always going to remain humble to any type of business relationship I have with anybody. I've literally probably can say I've touched probably 80%, 70% of the clubs in the city of Chicago. I've had something to do with party-wise, stuff like that, especially inside of the urban market, whether I was on the background just doing the marketing for it and then letting them push it how they want to push it, and my check was a quiet check and I was cool with that, or whether I was on the front of it and they knew it was my party, or whether it was me having a venue and, you know, facilitating the right people to make it happen,
make it pop, yeah.
To make it pop and putting teams together. Because what people got to recognize, it always ain't got to be about you. Like, you have to know how to put a situation together and not have to be in the forefront of another situation all the time.
I think that's a problem for a lot of people nowadays, though. People want to be seen more than anything now. Now people want that they want that recognition more than the money.
It's a catch-22. It's a catch-22. I agree with you. I agree with you, because I can also look at certain situations and say that I wish I could be more in the background than I am. But I think that
your name though is a brand. Like, they look to see. And they see that on it. Oh, it's gonna get smashed. We going.
And that's the thing. Like I say, I wish I could have been in the background on a lot of situations. But I'm saying at the same time too, where would I be if I wasn't on the front round of it? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, promoters are different. Some people have learned to have a brand in front of them, and the brand speaks for itself versus the person speaks for itself, which is a very incredible thing to do, because a brand could crash and you could start up another one. But once a person crashed, that shit is sticking with you.
Yeah, now you had that, yeah.
That shit's sticking with you. So it's like I say, it's a catch-22. I think that part of nightlife is structured per person, because everybody not a people person, but people may know how to put the pieces of the puzzle together to make it well for somebody else, and then sit back and collect their check.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's move into the pandemic. I have said for a very long time, I never touched a PPP loan check, but during the pandemic, I did not starve at all. In fact, I lived like I did touch a PPP check, and it was all due to this fellow right here. We worked hard. Damn near, why we had like 6 nights a week. Damn near one. We had like one off day. Damn, there's one off day.
I rocked at least a good 3 months for 7 days.
I'm saying, this guy right here took a regular bowling night. Shout out Dalton Bowl. When there was nothing to do in the city.
So let me say this before you go into that. Let me say this, because like I said, I'm a real honest person. Sipping Bowl was,
come on, talk your shit.
Something that was created. I wasn't. The name Sipping Bowl came from Perry and Mitchie and them.
Shout out Perry. Shout out Mitch.
That's how the whole Sipping Bowl thing.
Okay.
But Sipping Bowl was called Groove Theory 10 years ago. Like, I can go on my Facebook and put it up right now. I was doing bowling parties 10, 12 years ago. Me, Perry, and King Boom was doing bowling parties at Hillside Bowl on a Tuesday, and it was called Groove Theory every Tuesday.
That was turning the bowling alley into a club.
Yep. The bowling alley actually had a club in there. It was a bar and club. And if you go on Hillside Bowl actually has a bar and little club inside of that. We was bowling.
It was perfect, dude.
Yep. Yeah, so that was something that recycled itself during time. Perry is the original godfather of coming to me about the bowling alley and saying, look, woo. Like, Perry came to me 2 times about the bowling alley, from Hillside to P. Gilla. Hillside to
shout out P. Gilla.
Town Hall Bowl. He came to me both times, and
that's Cicero, right?
Yeah, and we made something on them both times, and then I got the Don Bowl contract, and of course he grandfathered in, so he got to come on, and we had to do it again. Now, what I can say the difference is, and what I elevated it to be different.
Right.
I've structured from the times that we began doing them at different places. I learned and structured and put different protocols and stuff in place.
I want to cut you off, but let's talk about some of those learning curves.
Anybody in the city of Chicago know that the one thing I don't play about when it comes to my parties is security. Mm-hmm. I'm not changing my and it just didn't start with Tay and Source One and stuff like that. Like I go back to Sensei, Wolf, 6ix9ine, Keith. I never ever did
Shout out
any
to the
parties.
OGs.
You know what I'm saying? Especially like Wolf, literally my team when I went to any venue was Wolf, Sensei, 6ix9ine, and Keith. I wasn't going nowhere if I couldn't take them. I didn't give a damn if I had to pay them myself. Because going into these venues, the security for the venue is the security for the venue. Their job is to protect the integrity of the venue. Who's protecting the integrity of me and my people and my brand? And a lot of these securities don't be knowing who is who, or you know what I'm saying. They act by a textbook, and the security is not a textbook situation.
Rapport plays a very big part. I always say that. Well,
even before rapport, it's respect.
Yeah.
That's
Gotta
the
have
thing.
that.
Yeah, it's respect. Like you know what I'm saying. Like so, I've always took security with me just because I know my crowd. These venues know dollar signs and know people and stuff like that. But at the same time, too, you know what I'm saying. I know how my people may get. I know how my people may be. But you know, people grow up. People act accordingly. You know what I'm saying. And just in all.
So would you say your crowd is a little raunchy?
No. I can say my crowd was at a point in time. I can say any. So let me tell you my biggest pet peeve that I say about anything. Okay. The same when we label a crowd, they can say, "Oh, here come Deshaun. Here come Deshaun from out west. He got the whole west side coming," or you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. No matter what the club is, what the party is, you only can label this because it's my party. I'm saying people in everybody club with a different outfit on. You just don't know them.
Because you got your eye on me so motherfucking hard.
Not ain't so much your eye on me. You just don't know that they in there. But they in there partying and having the time of their life. You don't know. But when they at my party, you know and say, oh yeah, that's that type of crowd right there. Whole time, all they did was take their white tee off and put on, you know what I'm saying? And came and kicked it with y'all.
You're right. And I say that because
you see it.
There you go.
You see it. You see it.
Same crowd.
You see it. But we so quick to label this is so and so and so shit. I've had my role of hood parties, trap party. I could be God. I was actually tell people I was not a fan of the bougie party. I felt like the bougie parties wasn't making no money to a certain extent at the point in time. I know when I had my parties, it was 40, 60, 80, and they was gonna pay and get out the way. We didn't have
they paying?
we didn't have no problem with that. But I also have always kept a respect, love, and an open relationship to be one of the few people who can go from south to west to downtown.
Okay.
You got to have a balance to be able to. You have to grow, and when you grow, you got to start making your crowd grow. Right. And I had to learn that.
Absolutely.
I had, and that's
what I was asking.
No bullshit. I'm learning that still today. Like I still have conversations. Tay still get on my phone and be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? And I have to listen to other things, or I have to look at examples of other people because I look at where they're at, I look at where I'm at, and I look at what I would have did different if I was in that position. But I can't be in that position if I don't change what I got going on.
Man, that's dope. Hell yeah. Damn, Deshaun, that was just dope. Hell yeah. Go ahead. Talk that shit.
Nah, but it's been a lot of people that I'm not the type of person to listen to everybody. And that's probably because I've done so much for myself and I figured so much out for myself that I'm not with you really telling me what to do and how to do it. Because when you tell me what to do and how to do something, I look at what you got and what you got going on. But that's also a naive.
So how's that shit working out for you?
You know, but it's also a naive mindset because I don't know what mistakes and what you went through that got you in that position that you would have changed different that you trying to warn me for.
Exactly.
So same way. A lot of the promoters call me, you know what I'm saying? And I don't look at them as promoters. I look at them as like my little brothers, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I am a very open book.
Do you give the game or do you?
I was just going to say, I am a very open book when it comes to advice. It's hella people that if you had a call-in line that say they'll call my phone like, man, what should I do in this situation? What should I do in that situation? You know, OG, what should I do? Deshaun, what should I do? Whatever the case may be. And I tell them each scenario how to look at it and I let them figure it out. I tell you know what I'm saying. I had plenty of contact with people, even in people groups or in you know what I'm saying, or in partnerships. Like don't let the money forget you know what I'm saying where y'all stood before y'all was making the money. But even in advice wise, I wholeheartedly give the game. No problem. Because it's gonna fall in line to what I said before when we first started. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
How you do it.
I can write all this down for you. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing that changes all of that. I can literally hand you my phone. My phone is the playbook to how I made Nightlight happen for me. And you can follow it T by T. But it's that split second decision that you gotta make that ain't in this phone, that you gotta peep the scene or peep the scenario or look at the stats or look at what's going on and be like, let me tweak this and all, or something that comes to you last minute. That's what really be making everything.
You gotta trust your intuition.
The structure be there,
yeah.
But it's some of them split second decisions that you gotta make that changes the whole format of everything.
Well, I imagine that come with it, you know what I'm saying, with years of, you know what I'm saying, ins and outs, ups and downs, experience.
Let me tell you something. I didn't have my fair share of. I ain't gonna say.
People think that
I ain't gonna say
people think
blackball.
shit ready made right now. People think they can just jump in the promotion game right now and just, you know what I'm saying?
No. That's just like people still do that shit to this day, and that's just like thinking like you come to the party expecting the party to pay your budget. No.
You gotta have that bank before you get there.
No, y'all have seen me. I don't give a damn how successful I've been. For every successful party, it's been some shitty ass parties, and y'all done been around for them. Just like Sensei Wolfen done been around for them, y'all done been around for them. Mm-hmm. Y'all done seen me go to the ATM. Y'all done seen me like, hold on, I'm gonna send it to y'all. Whatever the case it be, everything ain't just a rock star lifestyle. It be fucked up days, and everybody gotta have them. But how would y'all deal with me, or how would y'all be willing to work with me if it's always an issue with y'all money? Or if I tell you, well, the dough didn't make the money, so I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to do.
I hate that. I've dealt with that. Never with you, but I've dealt with that. Like,
you said it. No,
nigga was right there.
No, this ain't calling nobody out. This is a situation where we have to learn better in what we do and create the format, because I have a relationship with y'all, or I've gained a business relationship with y'all, and the fact that if we go to the party and my party do straight ass, and I say, man, I ain't got it, all y'all gonna leave be like, all right,
yeah, cool, man. Say less, cool.
All right, we'll figure that.
Call me for make sure. Hey, the next one, call me.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, but it also comes from.
Now you do good business, man. Like
how long people looked at you rocked with them, you took care of them and whatever. Not even say took care of them, but like you say, you provided situations for people to be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? No different than Tay being able to put, so many people that's on
so you got to take some of the ups and the downs with how it go.
Exactly.
So look,
it's a lot of promoters that, you know what I'm saying, that are really doing their thing, and the thing about it is, like I say, everybody do something different.
Right.
I'm one of the old. It's a few of us that's old, but you know what I'm saying, that's older in this, that some of the younger generation still reach out and be like, fool, come do this with us. So that's honorable. You know what I'm saying?
So when you kick this,
you got.
I'm gonna say that. Does that generation really take heed to, you know what I'm saying, to the
advice or to the fact that I'm not a forceful person on advice. Just because I know it all don't mean I got to put it all on you. You still want to do stuff your way, because again, it's about errors. I'm just in a situation where I've flowed through the errors, and I've been around so long that I can pay attention to detail, and I'm good at observation and adapting. Everybody's not good with that, but it's also a lot of things that I don't know that's in the more younger era that's doing parties that, you know what I'm saying, they're tapped into a whole different market that I may not necessarily be tapped in.
Right.
So with that being said is, I could give them the overall protocol, and then they have to go in and decipher what makes sense for their situation.
Why don't the city of Chicago want y'all downtown?
I don't think it's the fact that the city I wouldn't even say that. I was going to say I don't think it's the fact that the city of Chicago doesn't want us downtown. I think that...
Why don't the city of Chicago want us downtown?
I'm going to say us. I'm going to say this. We have been openly invited and we have openly overstayed our welcome by some of the actions that we have displayed once we have been invited in their house.
Break that down for me. What does that mean? We were openly invited.
It's not.
What I want to say.
No, I'm not. It ain't got nothing to do with niggas. It's so much because the other minorities had their issues too. It's just our issues may be broadcasted a little bit more. Our issues may be broadcasted a little bit more than theirs, but
our issues get broadcasted because our issues are like at the same time like. We
fuck shit up and leave.
You feel me? Like on some real shit. Like accountability is everything. Like,
yeah.
Niggas ain't making this shit up though. Motherfuckers really be coming down there, you know what I'm saying, clowning this shit though. But I always say downtown used to be a place to party if you can afford to be down there. If you couldn't afford to be down there, your ass one down there. Then here come the PPP loan. And now everybody can afford to be downtown.
But there was some people that was downtown before PPP that still was,
Not shooting this shit up because they can get in, though.
No. It ain't
they shooting shit up because they can't get in that downtown.
It ain't never been that. But you know what? So let me say this. Party. Let me say this. And I can stand on saying this because you can see the difference in what happens at what venues. Yes. We are not the most respectful people when we come to these venues. We don't come necessarily within the requirements that it takes to get in.
So can we be mad when they don't want us in their shit then?
Hold on. We don't come against the requirements that they may ask us to come to or follow the guidelines as far as dress code or whatever the case may be, ratio of men and women as the case may be, that it causes us, that they may want. That is 100% correct. But once you know what it is, it's a catch-22 with what we allow. Now, what I can say is certain situations happen at certain venues and certain security wasn't in place. Some of these security guards at other venues are not as respectful. They put that black shirt on, they think that. Prime example, I'm not going to say where I was at the other day. I was just literally just outside the other day. Outside the other day, had a table at a venue, kicking and everything. Everybody was leaving out everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm standing off to the side, you know what I'm saying? Looking out the window, seeing what's going on before I pop out. And security come up to me like, man, you got to go. Woo-woo. I said, I'm finna get ready to get out of here now. I'm just, seeing what it is before I pop out. And I said, I'm with so-and-so and so-and-so. The person who I said I'm with is a respected figure and, you know what I'm saying, within the venue that I was in and, has control and interest or has say-so in that venue. Mm-hmm. Wasn't disrespectful to the security, nothing like that. I asked you 4 times. I'm like, you ain't asked me 4 times, bro. I said, but I'm literally finna go. It ain't no big deal. So at that point in time, the respected figure that for that venue came up like, man, what's going on? And he's like, man, I'm telling him I'm telling him to get up out of here, whatever case. He's like, no, this my brother, he cool. Let him be. He a good dude. He ain't doing nothing. What that's me. The security guy literally looks at me while I'm pacing myself to walk the door. It's like, yeah, because it can get like that.
They can.
No, but
they can.
He don't understand that though. That's the problem. He does not understand that.
Wow.
I swear to God, if I'm on my grandma's grave, he said that. I literally turned around and in the most calm demeanor looked at that man and said, "You're not cut like that."
Yeah.
To stop. You're not cut like that. Because I'm going to tell you something else. When you make a comment to me like that, I no longer look at you as a security guard. You a nigga, I'm shooting me now.
Yeah. Now I'm in defense.
When a security guard tell you, nigga, we can take this outside. You can step outside with your bitch at night. I completely have dismissed the fact that you are some type of authority figure inside of this establishment because you no longer are addressing me like that now. Now you're addressing me like I'm some little mama or something like that, or
trying to
some
goofy,
me. Some goofy or something like that. Boy. So it's like, and it also goes to the fact that it's how you move too. I could have completely went livid in that situation though, but it's like for what?
Right.
For what?
I'm stupid down to that too. Okay.
Not even so much stupid down to that. It's just like if I move, I'm not the only one moving. I'm putting other people in a compromised situation because out of the love, respect that they got for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not only gonna X myself potentially out of a situation. I got people that is gonna have my back through thick and thin that feel like they gonna have to stand strong on that situation, and now I got them put in some compromised situation. Just say, for instance, something go left or right out, whatever the case may be, and big bro, no, whoa, it's and you jump to it before I jump to it. Something happened to you, and then go left.
Yeah.
Your books is my books now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure your shorty.
You gotta make sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta make sure your shorty straight. But it ain't about being up. See, that's the thing. It was never a button push. It was just respect that.
No, I'm saying that comes with being a button pusher. You gotta have that type of reserve when you know.
Yeah.
You got people on go like that.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm a man for anything. I'm gonna go regardless if it need to be. I don't care. Like I done been in anger management 3 times, so that shit don't absolutely nothing.
That don't work.
nothing to me. Nothing to me. But I've learned in the relationships that I got and in the business, I can't be that person. Like that again, you have to use that as an era. That was a phase.
Right.
I know how to address things differently now.
And I'm seeing that because now I've watched you transition and move, and now you got 2 standing parties weekly downtown now, right? Or is it more than that?
I mean, it's not Tuesday is weekly, and I do certain events here and there at the other venue.
One thing that's been so far, we 2 episodes into this shit, and this y'all both saying the same thing as far as having reputable security at the party.
I ain't saying reputable. I'm saying source one.
Source one security. I said source one security at the party.
And let me say this, just so we can be clear before the you dick riding, cause Tay your homie, he like your brother, y'all best friends.
Shout out, man, Tay.
Blah, all that other shit. Remove all that gay shit y'all finna say and just look at the stats.
Check the books.
That's it.
It's true.
I ain't got shit else
true.
to say. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. It's some of y'all that rather pay more for y'all DJ than y'all pay for security, and that's the weirdest shit in the world to me.
Hey, I say that all the time. I done said that shit on here. JoJo, I didn't say that shit on here.
Because how you gonna come back
I done watched
if you ain't welcome back?
Try to skimp out on security to pay the DJ. I done watched it happen.
It has to be a balance. It has to be a balance. Everything has in nightlife is supposed to have or some type of harmony.
Yeah,
the promoter do their job, the security do their job, the DJ do their job. So now let's break down. So let's break down. Like when people put a song together, it's the beat, the bass line, the drums, the toms, and then here come the chord. So let's break the party down the same way. Your first line of defense to anything in your party, and I tell anybody, if your front line ain't right, what the fuck are you throwing a party for? 2 things for certain, 2 things for sure. Anything dealing with me, my front line stay the same. My sister's at the door, and source one is at the door with them. I got it. That has me comfortable enough that whatever battles have to be fought, I'm fighting them on the inside. I'm taking it to the inside because I know my outside is fully taken care of. If you got a fucked up door person and you got security that's hustling and doing what they want to do and not giving a fuck about it, technically taking $50 or $100 so they let it pipe in, all this other shit, how long you think your party gonna last? Where the DJ gonna be able to play after motherfucker get shot up? So before the DJ can complain about his pay is respected. He's supposed to get his pay. He's supposed to get what he's supposed to get. 100%. He's in control of the party. He's in control of the party. He has the party in a headlock and a chokehold where it's his job to keep them busy. So now the flip side of it. You want to talk about, you said, what about the DJ? DJ feel the same way. When the DJ is not doing their job, that's when the bullshit happens in the party.
DJ is crowd control.
When a DJ is not doing their job, when a
Carrie
DJ is not
Spears?
doing their job, and I know all the DJs, Deshaun what? Let me tell you something. If the party is busting and the party is rocking, don't get me wrong, DJs, y'all are not fully responsible. 100%, I'm not putting that on y'all. But if that party is going to the moon, I don't got time to pay attention to the other nigga that's standing me. I don't got my senses ain't keyed in that I feel like this nigga watching me, or I feel like Buddy might be on bullshit. I'm too busy in this lit, having a ball. My bottles coming. Yeah. The chicks is right here. The bitches is right here. The gang right here. We up. So if it ain't no op type beef or block type beef or this motherfucker shot that motherfucker, you're not gonna even be keyed into that. You're not gonna even be tuned into that shit.
So is there certain songs that maybe you shouldn't that you?
No, because music gonna get played regardless. Music gonna get played regardless.
Come on now.
I'm not.
Certain songs incite certain
songs may incite certain shit when that takes it to street shit. That if it's gang affiliation shit in the party, and now you can't play certain shit. Every music got their angles because the people that's providing the music was in the streets at one point in time, and now they got a platform, and in this within their platform, they got the angle to shoot a shot or two if they feel like shooting a shot or two, or that's the way to let them know, hey, don't play with me because I got the upper hand. It is what it is. It ain't no different than motherfuckers sending text. It ain't no different. You using music. Social media is worse than the fucking music.
Stop. You right. Now listen, I can't say shit. Over the past 3 months, I'm gonna even say for sure, real hard too, my angle has been shifting to that. Social media is the worst fucking thing that happened to mankind right now, bro.
I'm not gonna say that.
Man.
Social media, let me change that. Social
media?
Yeah.
Lou did.
Yeah.
Social media is not one of the worst things happening to mankind. The way we
That's
choose,
deep, but one of.
No, the way we choose to use social media.
I said that, but then
because guess what? I can run all marketing advertisement on social media and whatever the case may be, and different type of other things, and it can elevate me and give me the notoriety I want and have me up out of whatever situation I'm in. It's how we choose to use it.
I don't think everybody need a voice. I know that sounds funky, but I don't think everybody need a platform. You know what I'm saying? Like
that a platform is no different. Is like the marriage. You got what is it? The first right of what?
Yeah, you know the freedom of speech.
Exactly.
I get it. Yeah, you can talk about your platform. I think you know what I'm saying. Like
I think when you talk on your platform, prime example.
They probably all need a platform.
Play stupid games, get stupid prizes.
Right.
You get on there and you speak and say what you want to say, and you know you opening up the field gate. You open up the gates to come with what you said. Yeah. Accountability, like you said.
Very much so.
Yeah. Accountability. So it's again, you can only do with somebody that's you. That's to each his own. So you can put it on music as much as you want to, but at the same time, if it ain't on music, it's more happening shooting shots on social media than it is on music. A song gotta get edited, put together, lyrics gotta be wrote, video gotta be shot, the whole goddamn 9 verse. I can get up, get on IG, Facebook, Twitter, and type whatever the fuck I want to type in this on.
You're right. You're right.
We are in a land where everybody fighting for themselves. So when I say that ain't no more big homies no more.
No, you're right.
Ain't the structure from big homie right. Like, come on, cool out. That ain't what we do. Ain't no self-checking organism no more when your homie be like, fool, you wildin'. Mm-hmm. They join in with you now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you rule of thumb. We all fighting this bitch. You gonna be wrong when you get home.
Yeah.
But it's also you been around your homie all these years. You see when he finna get ready, but you see when he tweaking.
Shorty be cool.
So you think it's cooler to tweak with him versus like, we ain't on that, bro. We coolin', chill out. Come on, man. We up out of here, man. We ain't got to stay at this shit because you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier to get into it with your homie when you know he doing too much because he's inebriated, high, drunk, whatever the case may be. Then you finna get ready and put yourself in a situation where you finna be in tour with who knows how many people in the club or how many people. Not even that. At that moment.
Yeah. But I mean, even
at that moment, then it carries on, and then it carries on.
Shit leaves the club, man.
Then it carries. Yeah, I just same thing I just told you. Same thing I just told you. The same thing dealing with unnecessarily tough security. We all human.
I'm gonna ask you that next. What does the city got against club security?
The city?
The party goers. Party goers.
You want the honest to God truth?
I do.
Honest to God truth?
I do.
Black people and minorities are defiant to authority.
I agree. Like instinctively.
That's it, and I'm one of them sometimes too.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't gonna exempt myself. I have my moments.
We are.
I have my moments.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've learned to mature myself. Like, hey, that ain't what we do no more. But minorities and black people are defiant to authority, and we act out. We put on a different type of show than other people decide to put on. You go to clubs, they have brawls. I agree. We gonna have a shootout in the parking lot sometimes, or it's gonna be fucking Jake, you fucking asshole. Just look at the words that have been placed. Not being funny or nothing like that.
No.
And not being biased or nothing like that. But when Caucasian people have a situation, when they have a situation in the club, what is it called?
Altercation.
A brawl.
A brawl.
He said a fucking brawl in the party. Fuck. We
fucking
get it.
Bobby, man.
Yeah, the fucking Jake, always fucking Jake. We just can't fuck. Every time he fucking drinks gin, there's something going on. Fucking Jaeger bomb. Okay. Shit like that. We have a fight in the club. We have a situation in the club. It's called a fight. They throwing shit. These people, do you know that in each club the same shit happens? It's just glorified differently. You don't think it'd be chairs and shit thrown in the Caucasian clubs? You don't think a motherfucker bottle get thrown or somebody get smacked in the car? It's rare. It happens. It's not often. But it's magnified when it comes to us because they look at it like it's expected of us. It's been so many successful parties that don't have no issues, that be clean and happen how they supposed to happen. And some of the people that were, I ain't gonna say the worst people in the world, but some of the people that got the most, a lot of shit going on at one time in the city. Knowing they might not supposed to be outside. Mm-hmm. Outside having the time of their life.
Can't miss that part.
And still get home good though, because it's a balance. And the balance starts with, again, the front end, the front line, and I'm gonna tell you the other.
You get your boobin' butt down, you get clapping, you get your Twitter gram likes, you get snaps in, the car crackers and the bones, all the stacks in. Make sure you